Let me start off this video with some statistics, right? Then I'll get to the squad. So here are some statistics. Germany are the only country to reach at least the quarterfinals of the World Cup in the last 16 editions, dating back to 1954. That means since 1954, Germany have finished in a top 8 position in World Cups. And if that doesn't sound impressive, no other team has ever done that. No, not Brazil, not Italy, Argentina, Spain, nobody else. 1954 was the year my father was born. 16 top 8 finishes since then. Here's another statistic. Germany is the only country to reach 4 consecutive World Cup semifinals, and they did this in 2014, reaching their 4th straight one: 2002, 2006, 2010, 2014. Here are some more statistics. Germany has the most World Cup final appearances at 8. They won 4, they lost 4. Germany has the most silver medals in World Cup history. They have 4. We think of the Netherlands, who reached the final 3 times and lost, but Germany's reached it 4 times and lost. In addition to that, Germany has the most bronze medals in World Cups with 3 or 4, I believe. So this is a team with the most quarterfinals appearances, the most consecutive semifinals appearances, the most finals appearances, the most runners-up medals, the most bronze medals. This is unparalleled consistency for the most, I guess statistically, the most consistent team in the history of the World Cup. And they entered Russia 2018 looking to make it a 5th trophy. It will be the first time ever that Germany has successfully defended the title, and truth be told, the first time any World Cup champion defends the title since 1962. But in doing so, statistically speaking, Germany will become the most successful soccer country of all time. They will, if they defend it this summer, they will surpass Brazil. Now let me get to the squad. Okay, enough statistics. You know you are spoiled for choice when you can send a 3rd-string side to a major tournament the summer before a World Cup, talking about the Confederations Cup, and win it outright. It's one thing to experiment with lineups in friendlies or even in qualifying games against San Marino and Malta, but to do so at a tournament where you come up against regional champions from every confederation really speaks to the talent pool that the German Football Association has to select from. Sounds like a luxury, but really, if you're in manager Joachim Löw's shoes, it's an undesirable position because you have to narrow the field down to 23 players that you will take with you to Russia, and any little tiny mistake can be costly in your squad selections. When you have a really decent midfielder like Sebastian Rudy, your winning goal scorer in 2014 Mario Götze, and really decent young player like Sandro Wagner not being among the 23 narrowed down that you're going to take with you to the World Cup, you know you have some really viable alternative options. Let's go through the squad. This was from the provisional list that was made on May 15th from Joachim Löw. Just to name a few from each position. Goalkeepers Manuel Neuer, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Midfielders Julian Draxler, Leon Goretzka, Mario Gomez, Sami Khedira, Toni Kroos, Thomas Müller, Mesut Ozil, Leroy Sané, and Timo Werner. Remember Timo Werner? He was the player of the tournament in the 2017 Confederations Cup, and if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he the Golden Boot winner in that tournament as well? Defenders Jerome Boateng, Mats Hummels. So you see Hummels and Boateng returning to their positions. They provide Germany that veteranship and the back line. They've been with this squad for almost a decade now. Jonas Hector, Joshua Kimmich, Nicholas Sula, Jonathan Tah. You know what this is? This is the inevitable culmination of capping off a total revamp of Germany's program. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Germany went through a really dark era of football. In 1998, they took an aged squad with them, including the likes of a much older Lothar Matthäus. In 2002, they got to quite a fortunate run to the final, which most German fans consider to have been luck because it's one of their worst generations that they've had in quite some time, including a 5-1 loss in qualifying to England in 2001. They had a really weak string of opponents in the en route to the final of 2002. Euro 2004, group stage exit. I believe they were held 0-0 to Latvia. It wasn't really until 2006 when Jurgen Klinsmann came in. Joachim Löw was assistant manager at the time. From the early to mid-2000s, Germany totally adapted a new approach to their system that would appeal to their strengths and appeal to a younger, broader demographic. In the last 10 to 12 years, Germany have arguably amassed one of, if not the most efficient youth systems in the world. You know, there's a reason why one of Germany's many nicknames are the Machine, Ein Maschine. I don't know how to say it in German. Because of that efficiency, because of what they put on the pitch. They don't really have any standout, world-class, upper echelon, top 5 players in the world like Portugal and Argentina do. Germany is more of a collective effort type of national side, and they have been for a very long time, even going back before they started to revamp their system in the early 2000s. And we kept seeing them get closer and closer to winning a major trophy over the course of the last decade. Runners-up in Euro 2008, third place in Euro 2012, third place in the 2010 World Cup. You know, Germany was getting tantalizingly close. And then 2014 happened where they finally broke through that threshold. And years of hard work of getting things all together for this side finally paid off in the final in Brazil 2014 against Argentina. It was a long time coming. We always suspected that Germany would return to the pinnacle of world football, and they did so, arguably with 2014 being their most impressive World Cup championship ever, considering what they had to do to get there. And there is a saying in world football. There is a popular saying that I think Gary Lineker is responsible for. The ball is round, every game is 90 minutes, and at the end, the Germans always win. Well, there is a lot of truth behind that. Because for the German national team, when they play with such confidence, such precision, such efficiency, you can really observe why many people, when going up against Germany, feel like there's a 12th man on the pitch. It's just that confidence, that enormous belief that I think goes a long way in propelling Germany to true greatness. And if there has ever been a more opportune moment for a defending champion to successfully defend the title, and if any team can do it, I think it's Germany. I don't think this is going to be an Italy, France, Spain type of situation. The Germans are just not like that. There's just something somewhat otherworldly about them.